According to a Harris poll conducted in June of 2005, 64% of Americans believe in the basic tenet for creationism. They believe that God is the sole creator of humans. The opposing 22% believe that humans evolved from evolutionary processes. The Huffington Post wrote an article in 2006 stating that out of 30 countries polled, the Americans ranked 29th out of those accepting evolutionary changes in humans. There is no definitive proof that countries accepting evolution as the main theory of biology will be smarter or superior than Americans. However, the Program for International Assessments worldwide noted that out of those 30 countries, America scored 16th in math and science scores. So today I would like to tell you guys about the battle between creationism and evolution, why I'm against creationism in the science classroom, and also about the National Center for Science and Education, which has been the main opposing force against creationism in the classroom. First, the creationists believe that God, or a natural force, acts on the physical world and is responsible for the history and complexity of the Earth today. The evolutionists believe that differences and similarities between organisms are due to biological processes such as natural selection, genetic transfer, genetic drift, and mutation. Creationism was created when the book of Genesis was created about 10,000 years ago, and the book of Genesis states that God created the earth in 7 days. Evolution came about in 1838 by Charles Darwin in his studies in the Galapagos Islands. Creationism has dominated from the late 1800s all the way into about the 1968. And actually, in 1925, it was illegal to teach teach evolution in the classroom in the John Scopes trial. In 1957, things changed and evolution found its way back into the mix. The launching of the Sputnik by the Soviets in 1957 broadened the science curriculum for the Americans because Americans feared that the Soviets were getting too smart. In 1968, the evolutionists took control of the science curriculum in the Epperson versus Arkansas case. In that case, the Supreme Court stated that the creationists had violated the First Amendment, which prohibits institutions from establishing religion in their organization. In 1987, creation science was abolished in the Edwards versus Aguilar case because the Supreme Court ruled that this had also infringed the First Amendment. After 1987, the creationists were outraged, and they created intelligent design, which was a less explicit form of creationism. Actually, in 2005, intelligent design was found to be a form of creationism once again, and it was once also abolished. So where are the creationists now? In an article by the Church and State magazine published in June of 2008, the creationists are now hiding behind the academic freedom bills. And the academic freedom bills are bills that teach the critical analysis of evolution, and the creationists are the main criticizers of evolution. Fortunately for us, this has failed in Florida, where they are pushing legislation in Louisiana and Missouri, as well as other states. Now I'd like to tell you why I'm against creationism. And on October 22nd, 2008, at UCF, a visiting professor from Harvard came to speak to us. His name was Dr. Jerry Coyne, and he summed up his lecture by telling us that there is no scientific evidence of a higher power or God, and also that creation science relies too much on miracles and phenomenon to explain Earth's observable events. He stated that creationists are untestable in their positive claims and flat out wrong in their negative ones. Also, creation science is very expensive. You have to buy an extra set of textbooks as well as the science textbooks, and it's very costly for that. It also slows down its curriculum. Those who have been taught creation science in high school will be at a disadvantage when they get to college, because in college there is no creation science and evolution is the main biological principle. Now let's tell you about the National Center for Science Education. And this was established in 1981, and it's a non-profit organization with 4,000 members, and its goal is to provide info to schools, parents, and citizens about ways to keep evolution in the current science curriculum. And the website will tell those how to testify at school board meetings, write letters to the editor to increase awareness, and also give legal advice for those needing it. There's also clubs and organizations that are against creationism in the classroom. So all in all, I've told you about the brief history of creation and evolution. I've told you why I'm against it, and I've told you about how you can get involved in the National Center for Science and Education. Thank you.